This is Mike Peetoom. He called the Coeur d'Alene police and said that Mike Marquart, who owns the Patriot Hangout in Coeur d'Alene, tried to swerve and run him over in the parking lot at Nosworthy's. Now, a bit of backstory. Mike Peetoom knew that Mike Marquart was supporting Dan Wilson for Kootenai County Sheriff. Mike Peetoom supports Bob Norris. Not only does Mike Peetoom support Bob Norris for sheriff, but he's often seen with Norris, volunteers at his events, and generally hangs around places where Norris is and other people who support Norris.
And I was told by this Mike Peetoom on social media that I would be losing my business, Patriot Hangout, because I supported Dan. Ran into him a couple of times on the street. He was yelling and screaming things from the street when they were sign waving, for Bob Norris. Calling, oh, there's the guy supporting Dingleberry Dan. Yeah, all they can do is name call these people, these so-called conservatives that now are here in our county, that have been here about the last 4 years. Isn't that interesting timing? And this Mike Peetoom guy is just sitting there recording and calling, running his mouth. Yeah, notice that we don't call names, you do. You call names. Yeah, all of you call names. I said you're a joke, and you are a joke. Yeah, that is what I said. You're a liar. You are a liar. Yeah. Go back to California where you belong. Yeah. You're corrupt. The lot of you, you're corrupt. Corrupt.
One morning, Mike Marquart was having breakfast at Nosworthy's in Coeur d'Alene and sees Peetoom in the restaurant. They exchange a glance, nothing more. Marquart finishes his breakfast and leaves the restaurant.
I'm there, I walk in to have breakfast, and I see this Mike Peetoom guy who runs North Idaho News. And I see him there, and we make eye contact. And I don't say a word to him, he doesn't say a word to me. I just eat my breakfast and then I go, right? I just leave. But I notice as I'm leaving the parking lot, he's like standing out there. Now, he was there way before me, should have left way before me. But I just found it very odd that he was standing there, and then he walks in front of my Jeep and then turns around when he gets to the other side of the Jeep acting startled. Then I get a call from the police department, from the Coeur d'Alene Police Department, asking if I'd been at Nosworthy's at around 9 a.m. or whatever. And I said, yeah, I had breakfast there. And he goes, yeah, we got a report that you tried to run somebody over in the parking lot.
Here's the audio from Mike Peetoom's call to the Coeur d'Alene police.
I was just at Nosworthy's, and a guy that I know that we don't really get along was there. And as I was walking out to my vehicle, he boots on it and tries to run me over in the parking lot.
Okay, and then when did this happen?
About 10 minutes ago at Nosworthy's.
And what kind of vehicle?
He was in a white Jeep.
And
he owns the store called Patriot Hangout. His name is Mike Marquart. I've had run-ins with him on a political level lately.
And I'm sorry, what was his last name?
Marquart.
Okay. And so you guys don't get along due to political reasons?
Yeah, so and then we're all at Nosworthy. He didn't say anything, he acknowledged me, but that was it. And then we were walking out to our vehicles, and I go across the parking lot, and he takes off and speeds towards me, and I was like, whoa. I don't know how we went from not saying anything to each other to that. I don't know.
Okay.
Now this story takes a most interesting turn when Mike Marquart obtains video footage from a neighboring business that showed exactly what happened in the parking lot at Nosworthy's.
From the time I reached my Jeep to the time that I backed up and left, about 15 seconds passed. He told the officer that I was waiting for him in the parking lot. He also said that he started walking across and then I started to back out. And if you watch closely, he's timing his walk across the parking lot, and still I didn't come close to revving my engine, swerving to try to run him over. So what you're going to see now is me walking to my vehicle. You can see me walking to the Jeep. Within about 15 seconds from reaching the Jeep, I back up and leave. You see him pacing back and forth, trying to time, me leaving so he can make it look like something it isn't. But just watch real closely, and you'll also see that I've already backed out, and then he starts to walk across, and I hadn't gone fast enough. So he was clearly all the way to his vehicle before I ever passed. Didn't rev my engine, didn't try to swerve to run him over. I mean, the evidence is there. He's a liar.
In that clip, you see Mike Peetoom as he realized he started across the parking lot prior to Marquart backing out of his spot, so Peetoom turns around, waits, and then makes a second attempt at staging this incident. His timing was still so off that his attempt at looking startled completely missed the mark. So who is Mike Peetoom, and what would be his motivation for lying about Marquart's actions? To understand this fully, it's necessary to go back a little bit. Mike Peetoom founded Mike Peetoom Construction in 2012 in Whatcom County outside of Seattle in the Bellingham, Washington area. Since his move to Kootenai County in December of 2021, he's also currently doing business as Lake City Excavation. Mike was a volunteer firefighter and ran for Whatcom County Council in 2018 and has seemed to espouse conservative values and Republican viewpoints. According to a video interview with Mike's wife Christy found on the COVID-19 Oral History Project website, Mike Peetoom, his wife and kids moved from Washington State to Idaho during the pandemic due to restrictions in the state of Washington. Since their move to North Idaho, both Mike and his wife have become real estate agents. They are also friends and supporters of Sheriff Bob Norris. In fact, it's a whole friend group and a circle jerk of die-hard Norris supporters that includes so-called Republicans and conservatives who behave badly. Now, earlier you heard Mike Marquart say that Peetoom was part of North Idaho News. North Idaho News is a Facebook page that provides up-to-the-minute information on things like car accidents and other incidents that happen around the area. North Idaho News is not a registered news organization that I can tell. It appears to be nothing more than a Facebook page which was created in 2018. But the page following has grown to over 142,000, making it quite an asset in Kootenai County. Mike Peetoom is one of the page administrators. He contributes and is a promoter of North Idaho News. Now, I don't believe that North Idaho News was the brainchild of Mike Peetoom. The page itself was established in 2018 prior to his move to Idaho. It's more likely that Peetoom became one of the page administrators through a local connection, and now with his connection to it, he leverages the popularity of this page to promote things such as his wife's real estate business and sizzle pieces and positive PR for Kootenai County Sheriff Bob Norris, which you see pretty frequently posted on this page. Bob Norris's team, including Kootenai County Commissioner Bruce Matari, understand the power of social media and the ability to control information regarding Norris and his administration that gets pushed out to the public. And as it turns out, Mike Peetoom and his connection to North Idaho News is a piece to that puzzle as a social media influencer. Sheriff Bob Norris and County Commissioner Bruce Matari scratch Peetoom's back, and he'll scratch theirs. Now it starts to make a bit more sense as to why Peetoom is so defensive of Norris and why Norris is frequently seen with Mike Peetoom. Peetoom's feeling like he's in the popular kids club, and as we've learned, he's willing to defend his position because Norris needs him, and that makes him feel good. So Mike Peetoom has proven that he will lie about others and even go so far as to contact the police and accuse a Dan Wilson supporter like Mike Marquart of trying to run him over in the parking lot. Mike Peetoom, did you justify this disgusting lie and false report because the exaltation of Bob Norris outmoded your moral compass? It wasn't like something bad happened and you were forced out of fear to cover your tracks. You actually created an entire false set of circumstances out of thin air. You're an embarrassment. You clearly thought that you were going to use your law enforcement connections to say that an innocent person who was minding their own business attempted to assault you with his car. You didn't lie to the police because they sought you out and in self-defense you had to make up a story. No. You orchestrated this, then used a police report to stain an innocent man's public record. But you got caught. A liar is a liar, Mike Peetoom. You're a proven liar that owns Mike Peetoom Construction and Lake City Excavation. You're a proven liar who supports Bob Norris for whatever it is you're getting out of it. You're a proven liar who operates as a real estate agent in North Idaho. A proven liar who has stated that you write press releases for Kootenai County Sheriff's Office. Conflict of interest. And you're playing dirty to protect your kingdom. You sound like an idiot. You look like an idiot. And did I mention you're a liar? And you've been exposed.
And as I was walking out to my vehicle, he boots on it and tries to run me over in the parking lot.